Good evening and happy Thursday night. Welcome to the TASG Watch Party Thursday featuring Star Wars The Bad Batch. Folks, it all comes down to this, the two-part season finale. That's right, season. Because it was announced earlier this morning that The Bad Batch has been renewed for a second season to air in 2022. I'm very excited for that, and you bet your ass we will have it here. Oh, excuse me. We will have it here on the TASG Watch Party Tuesday, because series comes out on Tuesdays now. Tuesday nights at Wednesday midnight. But we start our stream Tuesday 10 minutes prior, which makes it still on a Tuesday. That's how we get away with it. Uh, yeah, so that being said, this is going to be officially our final Thursday night live stream because series have made its move to Tuesday nights. This will be our last Thursday night live stream. So F in chat for that. We'll miss it. We will miss it indeed. Joining us tonight, we got a couple of our good friends on the panel. We got Jensen to the
Hello.
that's to that side. And just down below, we got Heather. What's good, fam?
Hello.
So you missed the last couple of weeks. You missed a couple of good ones. Right here, we had the rescue on Ryloth and the Chopper and Hera moment. I know how much you love Star Wars Rebels, and
Yeah.
seeing that was definitely a treat in and of itself. Those reactions, those are great reactions that we had. Gregor also seeing that. So basically, three. No, I'm sorry, not
I
three,
think
because
I think
remember,
I missed the last three,
you
right?
missed the filler one. That one
I
I
missed
know.
the I missed the Hera one, the filler one, and then last week. So three.
Yeah, but you're
But
caught up.
I watched them, yeah.
Yes, that's good. Because now we are leading into the two-part season finale. I had called this last week, um, and because we did not have any news on or any leaked titles, so we were basically going into this one blind. And
Oh my
the
god.
people behind the scenes, let me tell you, the Kiner brothers and what's their name, Rebecca,
I think so.
one of the writers on the show. Uh, they've been having extremely Jennifer Corbett. Was way
Yeah,
off.
that's right.
Jennifer Corbett. Tonight's Bad Batch was written by Matt Mikinovitz, and that's the only spoiler. And if you don't know who that is, he's the one who wrote the Umbara arc in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So this is going to be very big, very emotional, and of course you have the Kiner brothers. God, where do I start with them? I mean, they are always um, tweeting sus things. Just in the last
I
hour,
better bawl my eyes out.
oh, bet. Uh,
I'm just saying that because if they're tweeting that, they're giving me very high hopes for it to be a really devastating episode. So I better be like bawling for a week.
yeah, let's go back and recap the last week's episode. Last week, hunters captured, and
Fuck.
it was on a mission by Rex to get Gregor, and we see both of them in Star Wars Rebels alive and health. Oh, actually, no. Because remember, Gregor.
Rebels?
I had to back it
Rebels?
up a second. Yes. When we see them
Rebels?
in Rebels,
Yeah.
initially they're alive and well, up until the series finale, of course.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see because we saw him in the droid arc, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the droid arc in
Yes.
the diner, the
And he
deserted
Yeah.
was on
clone.
that, yeah, on the deserted planet thing, yeah.
He cleaned up nice.
He did.
Oh, by the way, uh, so I said last week that uh, I don't know, it's just a one-time thing. Baja Blast in honor of Hauser, if he is shown in this week's episode or next week's episode, to honor the man, the myth, the legend. We'll be drinking this at least through next week. Um, that being said, uh, Jensen, you and I, we were talking about certain possibilities for season two because that's coming up next year.
Right.
What do you think will come of season two? Because, and I'll start with my
Um,
predictions first because I had thrown out that, and I keep predicting this, and I'm very nervous it might come true. We see, uh, we see right now Crosshair and Hunter meeting each other for the first time, face to face, mano y mano, and what if it comes to it? Um, Hunter is able to persuade Crosshair to rejoin the men, to rejoin the family, rather. Yet another space family, the Band of Dads,
uh-huh.
and Omega, and but it ends up going awry some way somehow, and he ends up dying a devastating death, and he's like, "I'm sorry." He apologizes and then passes away.
Oh, that's right. I
That's
remember you talking
yeah.
about
I've
this.
been saying that week after week. That's my big prediction,
Um,
and
yeah.
that's where I still see it going. But with the Hunter scare last week, I don't know. I mean, things could go a different way now. It could go the way of the Canaan, you know, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
No.
Jensen, what do you think?
Um, Depending on what happens in this finale, um, we could see either more Hera or even Zeb or the
Ooh.
Bridgers in season two, or even in the
What I was
finale.
gonna say too.
Well, personally,
So,
when it comes to Zeb, that's a whole different planet. Remember, he was
oh,
the Lasan, the high.
right,
Oh, actually, you
Yeah.
do have a point because remember who kills off most of his home
Callus,
planet? Yeah, Callus. That's right.
exactly.
So
We
there,
might be able to see a young Callus, or we
Oh.
can,
or a young Zeb, or a baby
or
Bridger.
we can see Caleb or Kanan again in the finale
Or
or
what
the
about
next
like
season.
the beginning of Thrawn?
That's
Ooh,
true too.
that possibility. The possibilities are endless. Let's see what Filoni has in store for us first. If you're just joining us, welcome. We do have these pre-show discussions and a pre-show Baja Blast, if you know what I mean. Um, just just a little hang while we wait for for the show to premiere. But you know, this week and next week, and I think the last week as well, we've just been extremely anxious to see what Filoni and company have had in store. Um, and then the last one, eh, Heartstopper, just a Heartstopper. And dare I say, broken promises from Hunter if all of this does not go to plan.
My God.
I
I'm
mean, you're
getting
ready.
so anxious for the next week because the fact that it's a part one and two, I don't know.
Now, I had this discussion just a few minutes or in the last hour because we did a test live stream for our audio. Uh, when it came to the part one and part two, that happened with the events on Ryloth.
Mm-hmm.
We saw how that first part was so good. It was superb. You know, you reintroduced Hera, and you show that aspect of the Empire taking over parts of Ryloth from the Clone Wars era, and then the next episode seemed to be a little bit lackluster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that reflected in our final ratings out of 10 for the show. And I
Yeah.
need to keep track of what we rate every single episode because now, and I'll rewatch everything to the all of our live streams because we do our average at the end. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, finale part one. Welcome to the TASG watch party. If you're just joining us, give us a few moments. We're going to get the group watch set up. Once we get that done, we will jump in to part one of this finale. 26 minutes, one of the shorter
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's a part one. You know, we could go big or go home. Let's watch
Only
Aftermath.
20,
Nah, bro. That's
26 minutes.
26
That's it.
minutes. Is that it?
26.
26 minutes. That seems very short. And that seems it is very short. Last couple episodes that we've had has been 28. The Bad Batch find themselves in unexpected territory. Look at who is in that thumbnail, guys.
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
And Rampart.
Is that Rampart or is that that
No,
is Rampart.
looks like it.
Yeah. How do you know? Because it's not. It's definitely not Crosshair
Oh yeah.
and his scar.
His melted brain.
Melted brain. Melted brain. All right, folks. This is it. Part one. Get ready to have your heartstrings pulled in Star Wars Episode 15, hitting start stream right now. TVPG. No, it's always like that. Oh, versus you have the Y7 for Rebels. No, fuck that rating. Here we go. What's the title for this one? Return to Camino.
Wow.
So that's definitely Crosshair. Crosshair. Oh God, no! I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, Gonki's still alive. Yes.
Thank God.
We all thought. Oh, he's on Darrow, bro.
How'd she know where it was? She couldn't even see.
Well, remember, she's been fixing up Gonki.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They ate it up, didn't they?
So I guess we find out what happens to Camino after Clone Wars.
Well, that, but I bet you are going to see that chip amplify.
Oh
That's
yeah.
my prediction right here.
I like the shadows. It looks good.
Yeah. Who is that?
It's one of Crosshair's team.
I think the big thing that I'm considering is that
Mm.
could that be Iden Versio? But that's just that that's a little bit far.
Yes.
Yes. She's taking the lead. This is what I called in the last episode. Just like how Ezra took the lead in trying to rescue um, Hera from the Imperial prison in in Jedi Knight.
Mm.
So we're leading into that territory now.
They're gonna get struck by lightning. Come on.
Oh shit. Wait a minute. Is she force sensitive? How does she know? How does she know? Oh. It's the Colossus from Rebels. Honestly, that's pretty damn cool. If you're just joining us in the live stream, we are 5 minutes, 12 seconds in.
Ugh.
The subway, as we New Yorkers call it. Oh shit, they got Hyperloop. Oh, damn.
Yeah, this is like a Jurassic World.
Yeah. A mix of Jurassic World and the Incredibles monorail.
Yeah. I like how they made her hair wet.
Oh, that's like a pinball machine. No, this is a Hyperloop, bro.
Bro.
Elon Musk is canon. Actually, no, he's Legends, but he's brought into canon. I'm surprised how Echo hasn't shorted out in that much rain. Ooh. Maybe we get to know her secret.
One time.
Interesting.
What's going on, Omega?
Oh, fuck you.
Damn.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds familiar. Ooh. I will say this seems too far fetched for Star Wars in my opinion. Too clean. Too Tron like.
That's where I was tested. Oh, I guessed that. Oh,
because they had the advanced staging.
It's one of the rabbit droids, isn't it? It's easy!
The little spin that he makes. This man knows what happened to Fives. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Imagine if this is how he knows. If you're just joining us, we are at 10 minutes, 3 seconds of a 26-minute episode. Gaurav, welcome to the live stream. If you want to join us, we are watching at 11 minutes, 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be a longer episode next week.
It better be a
For
long
sure.
episode.
It has to be now.
I feel like this is way too much setup.
Yeah, it's a lot of setup for something big. What's TK?
Oh my god. No. Wow. Even more echo this episode. That looks familiar.
Really?
Oh, fuck you.
Hmm.
No, that's Baymax. That's Tadashi Yamada. Never mind. Wrong reference. No,
Wanna
actually, no,
hide
that's
in
a
the locker?
Oh,
Wait, is that
is that what I think it is? Ooh.
I
Oh no,
think
that's a
that
training.
is.
That's a training droid.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Not what you thought. Not what we thought. What?
Chance,
Who the fuck does he think he is?
right?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh man. Oh,
Oh fuck.
oh,
The fuck is going on?
I knew that's what was gonna happen. Cause the mirror,
They're what?
the mirrors. Did you see the shot with the mirrors?
Yeah, that one I remember.
No, they showed the mirrors in the episode
And
right now.
well, yeah.
I was like, oh, he's gonna kill all the guards.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Oh no, I'm scared now. I'm way too scared. Fuck, what if it's friendly fire? What if it's friendly fire?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Bad Batch
Hey,
thing?
Bad Batch team. Oh, are they gonna blow it up? No. Yeah, no.
I
Oh,
think they are.
ooh. Oh shit, because they're gonna blast that. You're right. It was Rampart.
Yeah.
Talking to. Oh
Yep.
shit.
Aerial assault on Camino.
Ooh.
Just like in Rebels with Thrawn.
Yeah. Exact same shot. With 6 minutes to go. 20-minute mark already if you're just joining us. What's he thinking?
Your hypothesis might come true. Oh.
Oh, fuck. You mean fuck the Empire? I'm kidding. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. What a revelation. He just came out as Imperial. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus Christ. And then they're going to remove the head of the temperature check.
My god, my god, my god, my god. Come on, come on. Mm-mm. This is a Filoni thing. It's gonna be a last second thing that ends up happening. I'm not trusting this at all.
Just like that Cad Bane thing with Hunter.
Ooh,
A last look.
dude, that got me right there. It's like that's very emotional. Oh fuck! Did they get off it live? Shit. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
We'll discuss that in the after show, Tran.
That's it. Seriously, are you fucking kidding me? Yep, that's about right. Thanks, Filoni.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is part one. You got to end somewhere.
But
But
yeah,
it doesn't help that you have season 2 news coming out the same day as part 1 comes out, so you know they're alive. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is episode 15 of 16 Star Wars The Bad Batch.
yeah,
A sigh of relief. Everybody's okay until the end, and they are ambushed by the Empire. And I will say, like, you know, that was fucking beautiful, I gotta say. That
yeah.
final, you know, the establishing shots, the last look, as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are great shots. I'm I'm still shaking, but I'm happy everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
I'm slightly disappointed.
Well, I mean, you know, at this point, it's part 1. You know, we got to see what part 2 brings.
Well, yeah, but with all the tweets that they sent out today, it's gonna be emotional. It was slightly emotional, but not that much.
Not as not as hyped as you thought. Here, because I got my phone now.
I think it was overhyped on how emotional it was gonna be.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
I
Okay.
said,
Um. Oh, okay. Well, let's revisit specifically the Kiner tweets. I want to revisit those ones.
oh
Uh,
shit.
what was his first tweet?
It was the
It's going to be fine. It's going to be
it's
fine.
gonna be fine. Yeah,
Okay, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's
obviously
gonna be
hinting
happy
towards
face.
something.
It's gonna be happy. Happy in the fact that everybody's still alive. So let's analyze this tweet a little bit. The gift that they accompanied with it is removing the chip,
Inheritor chips.
and as it was revealed, Crosshair apparently had his chip already removed, according to him. So that's a big thing that happened.
Yeah.
Relax, this won't hurt a bit. Until the end, Kiner. All three brothers. What the hell? I'm trying to calm myself down a little bit. That was a lot. Let's see here. The other one that he did. But he said redacted, 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 the redacted. The Empire blew up. Empire blew up the clone the Camino cloning facility. Uh,
Oh,
that's
I have
that's
no
the tweet
clue.
that we're looking at, and it's a fire, the fire engine, and then what? It's the meme of the little girl just smirking while
Yes.
the house is on fire. So that perfectly portrays, like out of context, what happened in this episode.
Hmm.
Um,
I guess
this
Rampart's the girl.
yeah, Rampart. No, Rampart. My guess would be Tarkin, but you know,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. This next episode is going to be very emotional, but not in the way you're expecting. And it's a gif of. So is it this episode or this next episode? Episode 16. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
probably the next one. I think because there wasn't really anything much in this one.
But this one is the clones on Camino, and it's like what looks like to be an establishing scene. And if I will show it on that one
Oh,
right there.
maybe. Yeah.
It's in backwards. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
maybe it's emotional because like tonight because it shows the destruction of Camino.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how.
And a lot of the Clone Wars fans, and not just those fans, but you also have the fans of the prequels. You know, we were there like several times, many times, and you know we've seen the clones grow up. So if we are to officially bridge the events of Bad Batch and the Clone Wars, yes, it would be emotional, and you know I completely get that. Um, if we compare it to the Jennifer Corbett tweets, Matt Miknovitz, so he's the one who did Umbara. Uh, I mean, I'd say it's a really good one. It's it's basically inner conflict, and we saw a lot of that in the fighting scenes. But to get into that danger, we have to thank Omega for accidentally releasing too many droids from that. Oh, ha. Alligator Bad Batch was going to be the big finale twist, but we had to change it for some reason. Haha, nice try. Um, and Sid not being happy with Gregor. That's a nice touch right there. I want to go back into the comments right here. Tran Chen says, "Will you expected Cody?" and that was something that was somebody who everybody was expecting. We would see Rex and Cody reunite some way somehow, but nope, that never happened, and doesn't seem like it will? Question mark. Event. I mean, we have a second season, so anything can happen. We have another season, 2022. Wait begins now, I guess. But we got to see what happens next week in next week's episode. Heather, what are your thoughts on this episode?
I'm seriously speechless. I don't know what to say.
I think right now it's a good sigh of relief. So let's start with that.
Yeah.
Everybody's alive for now.
Yeah,
For now.
for now.
For now, there's still one more episode.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no Hauser tonight.
no Hauser tonight, but
Oh yeah, no Hauser.
shed a tear for those Hauser stands. Um, but yeah, um, you so yeah. What other thoughts did you have on the show, on this episode?
Uh, I've been liking the growth that Omega has been doing the entire season.
I Yeah, remember she's been taking like inspiration. Like, she's been a fast learner for like so many things, and
She took the lead today,
she took the
so
lead today. That's something to be proud of for her and for many of those
yeah.
fans. That's character development. Though there could also be such thing as too fast of a character development. Now,
Yeah.
staying on the topic of Omega, we got to see her origins, her and Clone Force 99, in the secret underwater lab, and
Mm-hmm.
the elevators that looked like something out of Robots meets Incredibles meets whichever. I mean, that was really, really smart. I mean, that's oh, not smart. That was really cool to see. Albeit, in my opinion, it felt a little too futuristic for Star Wars, but I mean, it got blown up, so now it makes sense. It's derelict now and
I
probably
will
filled with
say
water.
that the way it ended and those like transitions with like the last look, that probably has to be my favorite part from the entire episode. It just, I don't know why, that just made it it was so good. I really liked it.
And I think
I
that
agree with that.
that's exactly what Kiner mentioned uh, on Twitter when they talked about the. It's going to be emotional, but not in that kind of way.
Yeah, I
So
think it was a really really cool way of like having a final, I mean, would you say like goodbye to
final
that?
farewell
Yeah.
to Camino, and it's. I think I'd say it's a broken promise from Hunter that he said to her that she'd never revisit Camino. It's something that she brought up to him, or that he brought up to her since the
Hmm.
first episode, since the show premiered, and it's already broken 15 episodes in. So it's a little bit sad in that case. But what could also be sadder, I mean, at this point, that season two announcement came at a very bad time. I mean, you see what they did with Loki. They announced it at the end credit scene. Had they not announced it and we saw that explosion today, who
We would
knows?
have questioned it.
We would have questioned that they're dead.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, Crosshair's path. I mean, let's think about that uh, dual scene. Something out of Cad Bane versus Boba Fett. Except it's a brother against a brother, and this is sad. Um, and it really shows, like, if he's telling the truth that his chip was removed, this man's radicalized.
Did it actually get? Do you think it actually got removed, or he was just saying that?
I don't
I
know.
personally think so, because I think there was one episode where we saw him shortly after being burnt We saw him in bandages,
Yeah.
and if it was part of that, that's why he has that
Oh
massive
man.
scar tissue. And I'd say that he's telling the truth. But here's the thing: remember, because the clones did it, they were able to do it so cleanly and safe way. The
Mhm.
Kaminoans, they don't know. The Empire, they don't know how to do it. So they tried to do something else, and that's why he has all that scar. Oh, that's a good theory. That it's the scar tissue. That's why there's so much of it. It's not because of the burn. It's
Yeah.
because they fucked up the operation. Like yeah, it's like yeah, it was softened by that burn, and he still has those burn scars on his face still. But why it has like it's so deformed on one side is because when they tried removing it, they don't know how to do it safely. The clones were able to
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
and it's just a single cut, but it's an entire scar that's pretty nasty to look at, and it
Yeah.
makes him look unappealing. But I don't know why clone stands still like him. And I will also
So
say
now,
this is really
so now
good.
that, sorry,
No, you're good.
go ahead.
Uh, I really enjoyed uh, the increase of lines for Echo and Tech. They were able to steal this show with Hunter in in the grasp of Crosshair, and also we also got to see Crosshair's emotions. You know, he opened up and he talked about it. Yeah, he said in a bitch, I was actually the leader all along kind of way, and we'll take that as who the hell do you think you are? Hunter was and is always the leader. And what you sent to me on Twitter?
One of the tweets that
Oh,
I saw.
I mean, this is something that you see in like in many series finales. Go and put it in the chat, fam.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's something like you send it to me via DM. Um, we're not gonna watch Aftermath, but you know,
Is Crosshair gonna be possibly the one that's gonna die?
remember that's my theory this entire time.
Because yeah, honestly, I think we've all kind of like talked about saying that that is literally probably the possibility. Is because look, they took him, and if he says that he truly doesn't have the inhibitor chip anymore, then he's probably gonna sacrifice himself for what he believes in, which I guess is the Empire. Oh my god, I'm not. Nope.
So as we see here, it's a forescare how it started on the left, how it's going, and when you see these empty things, honestly, this is how I saw the last day of high school when we did the the last ever vlog. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, that was supposed to be pretty emotional, but no. Uh, the battery ran out on the camera and they never got to vlog. And I never made that final vlog, but you know, we'll talk about final vlogs later. But uh, when it comes to those kinds of scenes, you know, that's pretty emotional, and I could see where they got that emotion from. Um, let's look at the tweets. Yes, let's look at some more of those tweets. Uh, hashtag the Suicide Squad's coming out this weekend. Um, and Free Guy is finally coming out. And Free Guy, by the way, has 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. But we're not here for that. We're talking about Bad Batch. But when did he get his chip removed? We never saw the scar or anything. I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
my guess is my guess still stands. It's a solid theory. You weren't loyal to me, and guess what? It is Sir Anakin Skywalker. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Ooh, Star Wars Underworld. This is a solid tweet. Rex's to-do list: find Wolf, buy Sash, steal AT&T. Yeah, Crosshair is so bitter about them leaving him behind and never coming back to him, but he still loves his brother so much. And we saw a lot of that conflict when they were fighting against the droids, because they were just fighting against each other. And when those droids activated, it was just, it's as if they dropped everything and they worked together. And individually, they all knew what was going on, especially Hunter. Oh, God. Hunter and Crosshair. Uh, Fam, she's only a kid. What the fuck? Omega was so cute with wet hair. Uh, my reaction after the Bad Batch finally getting back together. Yes. Um, hmm. Thank God there was a part two because I will not survive that ending for a year. So, who survives? Who dies? Who gets to tell your story? Let's think about this next episode. Let's look forward to next week. I don't know who's gonna live, who's gonna die, but if, huh? I don't know.
Somebody's going to.
Somebody has to, and if it's
And
not, it's going to be a
it doesn't necessarily have to be the Bad Batch either.
True.
You're
For them
gonna
to
straight up
cry
say,
at their own score,
I know that's
Come
a thing. That's
Like-
a thing.
you can't do that to us and then tweet that.
well, yeah. I mean, cry at your own score. The big thing is that, remember in Crosshair was like, hey, send her, if you capture her, send her on a transport off world. Where specifically would that be? Would that be where Nala Se is? Because remember, she's basically now an Imperial scientist, and she could still continue to work on her and work for the Empire. So, what do you think were Rampart's? Actually, no, that's kind of too complex of a question. I don't know. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Like, what use do you think she could have been for the Empire? Besides,
I don't know.
Good. I'm trying to think of what else she can possibly do. Obviously a lot, but I
well,
can't.
she's now a Swiss Army knife, but that's because she was trained. When we first saw her, she basically looked like she was coming right off hot off the press, like she was.
Do you think she's gonna? I don't know. I don't know if she would do this, but it's. I mean, I'd be. I don't know, but what if she kind of? Oh no, never mind. Forget it. I was gonna say like, what if she kind of like destroys it from the inside type of thing.
That would be interesting, but
You know what I mean? But not like destroy the Empire, because
well, she wouldn't have destroyed the Empire because here's the thing: like Nala
I mean,
Se,
like that base or wherever she's at.
But the big thing is with that, with what do you call it? How do I say this? Because Nala Se was basically trying to get something done for the Empire, or was it for her own motive? Because remember, she already had feelings that the Empire wouldn't need the clones anymore, so started up her own project that basically created Omega. And so I'd say her leanings would still be with the Empire. It's just that
Probably.
specifically as a Kaminoan, there wouldn't be anything for them to do anymore since those contracts
Yeah.
got canceled. So
Might be doing some Zillaby stuff.
that's the right. Been working on finales. Quick question:
It's
is it
it's
normal
the
to
it's
re?
the one that they sent back in May. I was just resending
So
that.
that's definitely going to be a Omega motif, and I'm not willing to play it because I'm going to get copyrighted for sure. But you know how it goes. When you hear that, and let me tell you that that Omega score is very beautiful.
Hmm.
It's very wonderful because there's a feeling of wonder and a feeling of innocence, and that score is what it has. And yes, there's grit in it, and there's a sense of adventure, and that's what I absolutely love about uh, Omega's score. So if that and by like mind you, that's like the only thing that would probably get you to feel some sort of emotion. So this is definitely going to be something with Omega, but they didn't even check to see if the Bad Batch were alive, unless oh oh unless Darth Vader himself goes onto the planet, sees because we remember what we saw at the series
Thank you.
finale of Clone Wars. We know what happened then, and so if if he does decide to scout out the cloning facility on Camino, and he finds the Bad Batch alive, and he takes Omega. Now that's too far fetched, but we'll see what happens.
No.
Do
Yeah,
you think it's
that's
possible?
that's a little much.
Yeah, that's a little much. I mean,
Come
I
on,
will
Mike.
say I've been on a roll. Thank you for stopping me right there, because yeah, I kind of thought that was a little bit of a far fetch, but not hey, anything can happen. Just not Cody.
That's true.
Not Cody. Not anybody. We look at the rest of the remaining alive people in this series. Um, Roland Durand, Hauser, Sid, the two criminals. Hondo Onaka, I was disappointed you didn't see him. Uh,
I know, right?
yeah, I really thought I
Honestly, thought there was gonna be something with Hondo.
Especially with Sid's like sketchy
Yeah.
business thing.
exactly like that entire storyline. That's all That's all like Hondo like. You take a
Yeah,
look at what is it? You had Hondo. Darth Maul was also rumored. Commander Cody. Whatever happened to him? We all thought we all thought that the clone that was standing in that dark armor would be Cody, but no, it's Crosshair, and that's what happened. But I just can't get over the fact that he's like, "How dare you weren't loyal to me?" He basically gives off the vibe and the energy of a of like the forgotten child, like the youngest in the group.
right.
It's
The
like
middle child.
the
Yeah.
middle child. Yeah, you forgot about me. You forgot about me. Or no, I can't do the voice. He sounds
That's
just like
good.
so sly and snake like. You forgot about me. No, you forgot about me. Uh,
He kinda sound. Oh wait, who did you say he sounded like?
so and I keep basing this off of what D. Bradley Baker, how he voices Crosshair. He says it like in a sly snake like voice,
Mhm.
and like a snake about to attack.
Doesn't he
How
also kind
dare
of sound like
you?
the scientist from Nightmare Before Christmas?
He does.
right?
What if it was him all along? No, I'm kidding. But
I
yeah.
get that.
All right. So it's getting late now. Let's go ahead and go into our out of 10 ratings. And then tomorrow, or I'm sorry, next week, we're going to average out our scores. So pay attention to what we all say because I know we go on tangents right after we say our numbers when we explain it. We're going to go into our overall numbers. I don't think we did the first couple episodes. So for the we'll just revisit the end of the season next week. But for this week, let's go right into our out of tens. Jensen, you said you didn't really you were disappointed by this one. So let's start off with you. What's your
Yeah,
out of 10?
I did like the like the shots and everything, like more towards the ending. I
Oh,
liked
come
more
on. You
towards
didn't
the
like those
ending.
shots?
No, I did. I liked
Oh, you
those
did. Okay,
shots.
you liked it.
They were probably so basically the end was good. Um, but it was just a lot of setup, and then they meet Crosshair, and then it turns into, oh, you have to wait for another week. So,
And that's the case, but and the big
well,
question
yeah,
with that is it going to be a satisfying climax? Like this, we all thought the fight would be the climax, but we remember during
right,
Rebels, everything blew up when Kanan went up in flames. And
yeah.
so
Sleep.
they went up in flames. Now we need to see who lives, who dies, and who gets to tell your story.
hmm
So with all that being
So,
said, the out of 10 is
given that, I'll give it a 7.
it cannot be anything lower than a 5, definitely. To me, I
Definitely.
will personally say this is a complete 9, solid 9. Here's
Hmm.
why. Because of all the internal conflicts that's somewhat been resolved. And this is it, things that we picked up in the Ryloth scenes where, it looks like that Crosshair's been missing them, and he has that longing stare whenever he sees them, when he saw the ship for the first time, and it's something that many in the Star Wars Twitter community they've been pointing that out, that he's felt basically alone in this at during this time, and he is just been missing his brothers, and they are correct in this case. But at the same time, he's also putting his interests ahead of him. So he's constantly in this battle of I side with the Empire, I love the Empire, I want to be with the Empire, but at the same time, I miss those brothers.
Hmm.
That is a huge conflict right there,
Yeah.
and right here we see it. It's could lead to his death. Um, we saw we saw that duel, and we held our breaths for a few seconds until fortunately Hunter shot first. Thank God. While it's a stun, I mean
Yeah.
it's something that happens first. So
Yeah, because who knows what Crosshair would have done
exactly.
if it was going to be live or stun.
Oh yes. And then we basically got an answer to what we were asking, the entire time. Like, what happens to Camino after the Clone War? And it gets decommissioned and it gets blown up, even though everything
Yeah.
was wiped. So AZ is the only surviving droid that's not half human. Uh, I'm sorry, that's not half clone. To be alive from this one. I just said it, so Anthony. I said this was a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 again because of the internal conflicts being resolved. Yes, they left us on a bit of a cliffhanger, and it was a last second cliffhanger because this is what Filoni liked to do, especially with Rebels. When he gave us that last second Kanan death, like it was in like the last 3 minutes. So we're like, okay, everybody's safe, everybody's okay, and then the bombard the planet and all that stuff. Why don't you to set up something for next week? Um, let's go down to Heather. What is your out of 10 rating for this episode?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. So we're going
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 for this one. Okay. What's that average? I guess
8.
an 8.
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, because 7 plus 8 plus 9 is 24,
24.
25. 24 divided by 3 is 8.
8 out of 10. Why?
I think it was a really good part 1 finale episode.
Yeah, I
You get
agree.
the action, you get the resolution between the 5, or yeah, between all of them. You get a little bit of a plot twist with Crosshair and his inhibitor chip. You get that like farewell scene with Camino, and then just the way that the ships look coming towards it. I liked it a lot.
A lot of those establishing shots, they were quintessential Star Wars. Um, the score, of course, is very good. I'm excited to see that on my Apple Music coming soon. Unless they released it. No, they didn't. I hope they release it. They haven't released seasons 3 and 4 of Rebels just yet, so we'll see what happens on that end. Um, so yeah, one more episode to go in the season. Fortunately, we can have a bit of a sigh of relief that everybody's good, everybody's okay, and everybody will be okay because there's going to be a season 2. But the big thing to think about is, could this be a finale that sets up the second season rather than, hey, we're going to kill off somebody? Because now we know, they're going to be okay some way, somehow, with or without somebody. That's the big question. So we'll see what happens next Thursday on the TASG Watch Party Thursday. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you to Jensen and Heather for joining us tonight.
Welcome, thank you.
Of course, no problem.
This is gonna. Oh, did I just say this is our final Thursday? No, it's not. Next week is our final Thursday night live stream, as everything has moved. As everything has moved to Tuesdays at midnight. We go live. What was it? Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 minutes before, so we're technically fitting it into a Thursday night thing, like, fitting that in. It's a little bit juicy, but let's get those views in. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead if you want to join us for next week's live stream. We will also be catching What If beginning, was it already next week, right? Already on the 11th?
Damn, really?
Fuck.
Damn, already?
Right? And it's already 1 o'clock. Yeah, so it's Tuesday night at 11:50, because Marvel likes releasing those series 10 minutes before. So keep that on Tuesday the 10th. I think that's a park reservation day for me. Yeah. Tuesday the 10th and Thursday the 12th will be our live stream times. We'll go live 11:50 on Tuesday and 11:55 on Thursday night. And then that'll be that for Bad Batch, and we'll continue down the road for What If throughout that series, however long it may be. Thanks for joining us, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Goodbye.